have full coverage here on GoLive Vegas. Joining me now, one of the three honorees tonight for being Portnoy, Dan Ellis. And Dan, first of all, congratulations. We'll get into a little bit in terms of how you got here, but in terms of the honor itself, what does tonight mean to you? Because we saw you perform, you were incredible. The entertainment's going to continue throughout the evening, but obviously, you've come a long way from where you started. Is this night of reflection and pride for you?
Oh yeah, it's very cool. It's very nice of Neil to do that for me. He did it quite a while ago. Back when I was
Right.
doing the Starlet show at the Vegas room. But yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor, and it's nice to see so many people I work with and friends up on the wall too. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Absolutely.
like being home a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
So
speaking of home, we were just talking off camera before we came on air. You're a transplant out here from the Midwest. How has that been? Because obviously, in terms of the the adaptation process, I guess you could say, it's not easy for everybody. And depending on where you are, it's sometimes a little bit easier. But being out here in Vegas now so long and performing, how has that been for you?
it's been good. I mean,
Mhm.
I've been out here 28 years.
Okay,
I
so
got
you're acclimated.
Yeah, I'm acclimated. I mean, the summers are too hot, but the rest of it's great.
Right.
Um, so like I said, we moved up. Me and my wife moved out here 28 years ago.
Mhm.
We had been on cruise ships for 3 years.
Okay,
That's
wow.
where we met. And I don't know. I don't have. I do miss. I go back east a lot in a lot of time in the winters for Christmas shows and stuff like
Right.
that. So I don't miss the snow and the freezing, but it's kind of nice every once in a while compared to the summer here, because it's either hot or hotter.
Absolutely, amen to that. And that's when you know you're a Las Vegan, when you have that metric and you use that metric. But in, in terms of you as an actual performer, as an entertainer, what's so cool about what you do? Because obviously you show your own talent and you showcased that earlier, but it leaves a lot of room for collaboration. And so often in
Yeah.
Vegas, collaboration is big, whether it be you on a piano and a singer next to you, whether it be in a small setting like this or a big stage setting. How has that been in terms of you being able to network? Because you could go and you could perform anywhere, but being out here, you may be able to connect with people that you can't find in other places.
Yeah, I mean it's really neat. I've done everything from, like you said, just two people to a huge
Right.
orchestra and stuff. It's all a lot of fun. I like working with other people because I get bored with myself.
Yeah.
I mean, solo gigs are great, but if I did them every day, I'd go insane. You know what I mean? I like the input and the inspiration from other people. So
Mhm.
it's very cool.
And
Very
that's what's
cool.
cool about nights like tonight. It's a little bit more laid back. It's a
Mhm.
little more easygoing, casual type of feel. And that's what's cool because, you have people mingling, eating, drinking in between all the festivities. And again, you were great earlier. At this point in your career, though, what's important for Dan Ellis? Because, again, you ask someone at a different point in their career, you may get a different answer. But here you've established yourself in Vegas. You're being honored tonight with this induction ceremony. But obviously, everyone wants to continue to grow their brand. How do you think you're going to do that in 2025?
Well, I mean, for me, I've never considered myself a front person. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And so I like working with other people. It's been functional. I mean, I've raised a family on a musical career,
Mhm.
and so that's cool. But as far as like you say, I'm not necessarily interested in, come and see Dan Ellis at the
Right.
Smith Center. It's like I want to work with good people, good front people.
Mhm.
That's what I enjoy the most, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. So, is there anything in terms of those collaborations? Obviously, there's certain things maybe you could give away, maybe you can't give away. But is there anything you want to plug, you want to tease that's to come for you or anybody you may be performing with in the near future?
Well, I mean, Thursday I'll be at the Composer Room with Ruby Lewis
Right.
at 1 o'clock. I'll be at the Italian American Club with Frankie Shinta on the
Oh, cool.
21st of February. I'm in church every Sunday. I work at a church out in Henderson, St. Francis of Assisi.
Hmm.
Um, Individual shows, other than not necessarily shows, just gigs. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So there are things coming up, but I don't can't give away too many of them yet
Right.
because until we get them worked out. You know
Month
what I
by
mean? Yeah,
month
yeah,
by month,
yeah.
absolutely, especially in a town like Vegas where it could turn in a
Yeah,
jiffy.
well,
So
yeah.
that's definitely true too. And you know all about that in terms of scheduling. But you and Ruby, you guys were incredible. You and Sandy were incredible earlier. So we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us as well, as it's been a busy evening honoring you, rightfully so. Dan, congratulations. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Thank
And
you.
again, be sure to check them out. Check out all our performers. They're in the they've been inducted for a reason. They're on the Wall of Fame for a reason. That's what tonight is all about here at the Portnoy Gallery for Wine, Art, and Music. We have a little bit more to come here on our Go Live Vegas coverage, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back from the Arts District after this.